let's kind of think about something. How can we be absolutely certain? And I just turned off my computer, so it's going to make its turning off sound in a minute. Anyway, how can we be absolutely certain about anything? How can we be absolutely sure? But I think even more important is, do we, yeah, there's a sound. Anyway, do we absolutely need to be sure about things? You know, some things we need to know. And some things we don't. Some things, even if something doesn't work perfect, it's okay. Even if we're inaccurate about something. No one can be accurate 100% of the time. And I think sometimes you can get obsessed with things. With measurements and accuracy and perfection to the point where you can't function. I think you can be too scientific. I think it's possible to become like a prisoner of a scientific mind. That, one, everything has to be accurate and precise and precision. And two, the only things that matter are things that are scientific. You know, you can't stop for one moment and just enjoy seeing a bird flying in the air, or enjoy the smell of a flower, or something like that, or enjoy the feeling of the rain on a hot summer day and when that cool rain comes out. You know, just enjoy those things without having to measure how much, you know, what is the pH balance of the rain and whatever. You know, it's like, or constantly explaining things. When I was a kid, I was very science-minded. At least outwardly, because I would always explain things. And once I learned something, I would be excited about it, which is okay, I mean, up to a point. And then it gets to a point where you can become very annoying. People can't have normal conversations. You know, in a normal, everyday conversation, we say a lot of things that are inaccurate. But you know what? Even in those conversations, when we say things that aren't really accurate, it's okay. It's okay. Somehow we still make it. You know, I think about in the days when I used to go through anxiety attacks, and when my mind was always racing, trying to understand and figure out things, and trying to prevent disasters all the time. You know, you can drive yourself nuts. And it's okay to have some uncertainty. It's okay to deal with things when you're not 100% sure. I think sometimes this absolute need for certainty can drive you nuts. It really can. Sometimes the absolute need, the need to have everything absolutely explained, can drive you crazy. Sometimes there are many things in this world that will never be explained, and that's okay. I can live with uncertainty. I can live in a universe where some things I will never understand, or some questions will never be settled. Is there a God? Is there not a God? To me, that's okay if I can never absolutely know. It's okay. Is there an afterlife? I don't know. And I'm okay with that. You know, I can get along just fine not knowing one way or the other. I can get along just fine. Will I ever win the lottery? Well, I don't know. I can be okay with that. Maybe on my 99th birthday, I'll find out that I won, and then I'll die from shock after winning. You know, who knows? But having uncertainty in your life, you're going to have it. And sometimes you just have to learn to live with it and not let it drive you crazy. I think sometimes people go too far trying to make things certain. And sometimes people invent certainties. They invent realities and invent facts so they have a feeling of knowing. You know, a feeling of knowing is not the same as knowing. I don't try to invent things. I don't come up with things that are just contrived things, because that doesn't give me satisfaction. You know, I'm more satisfied by simply acknowledging that, you know, there are things in this world I would never understand and I would never know. You can never know 100% what somebody else is thinking, even when people tell you. That's one uncertainty in this world, and it's okay. You can never be certain that the earth isn't just going to explode tomorrow morning. without warning. Scientists didn't know. It's too late now. The earth is in a billion pieces. You never know. That's just reality. Life has uncertainty. You never know what tomorrow has in store for you. And that's the truth. And I had to learn a long time ago when I was going through all the anxiety in my life how to deal with the fact that the world has a lot of uncertainty in it. It has a lot of ambiguities in it. It has a lot of things in it that you just can never nail down. And it really is not a situation where you need to create stuff or make up things or play make-believe games. You know, if you have faith in something, that's one thing. But to claim something as a fact when you really don't have any evidence to support it as a fact, that's a different story. See, I'm kind of a bit like David Hume in the sense that, you know, if you claim to believe something, fine. If you have faith in something, fine. But if you claim something as a fact, well, that's a different story. That's when I'm going to question you. You know, learn to live with uncertainty. Seriously. That's the only message I got right now.